Good evening and welcome back to tonight's news. Tonight we have a very special guest. Socrates is joining us live from Greece. Good evening, Socrates. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Anderson. Good evening. Thanks for having me on your show.
It is such a pleasure to have you on the show tonight. I first want to start by asking you to comment on what is currently happening during the Trump presidency, more specifically the Trump cabinet. I mean, you have Kelly resigning, Sessions earlier in November, and many more.
Before we discuss what is happening with the cabinet, shouldn't we first look into how Trump came to be?
Sure.
One can say that Trump is transforming from a popular leader to a tyrant. But what is the beginning of this transformation?
I do not know.
Well, he seems to be bringing down all those around him, right?
I guess you could say that. What do you mean?
So, members of the Trump cabinet are dropping like flies. Some are retiring, some are being fired, but all of them are leaving because of Trump's wrath. He started his reign by appearing happy, greeting people with a smile, pulling people in with his handshake. He denied claims against him that were saying that he was the antithesis of democracy. He promised all sorts of things to the American people, and quite possibly to his cabinet members as well. He promised to free the people from debt, give them jobs, and to even make the country great, didn't he?
Yes.
But this act of securing his position and painting himself positively could have been a way to obtain trust.
Quite possibly.
Also, I suppose that if there are people he suspects of being against him, or against his plan, or even suspicious of him, he can find ways of destroying them, right?
Of course.
Well, this is what we see with the members of the cabinet who have been fired. But what about those that are leaving on their own accord?
I don't know, Socrates. You tell me.
We can say that the members who have chosen to leave on their own are more free-thinking and aware of the poison that surrounds them, the poison that comes from a ruler who has a distorted soul. Trump does not love wisdom or justice. He seeks approval from the public and he seeks pleasure. However, these gratifications he seeks are short-lived, so he continues to seek them until he becomes mad. This process of constantly seeking physical pleasures is poisonous. Would you agree?
Why, yes, I would say so.
So those around him who sense this poison will leave?
Makes sense.
Right there. That is why the cabinet is turning to ruin. It is because Trump is transforming to a tyrant. He is living a poisonous and unfulfilling life and will not accept free thinkers in his cabinet. Those who know what is truly going on are able to escape for now. Is this sufficient?
Yes, thank you, Socrates. Your description is adequate, and it's a true representation of what is taking place. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm sorry that's all the time we have for today, and we hope you will join us here again.
Anytime, Anderson, anytime. The pleasure is all mine.